Welcome to the History program. We will tell interesting facts about our ancestors that will surprise you. This is Culture and History.
Hello guys, I'm Ivan and I'm gonna talk to you about United Kingdom. The first important thing that you know about United Kingdom is it's formed by four countries. The first one and the most important thing, Scotland, Wales and the north of Ireland. The four countries makes a big territory, so it's a big region. And the four countries have a big of popularity, but why? And this question is involved a lot of things. The first one, music, sports, food, the monuments, the culture of the people, and a lot of things. The first important thing is the music, because United Kingdom, especially England in the past, have or create one of the best singers and rock bands in the world. For example, Queen with Freddie Mercury, Radiohead, or Metallica. And in present, England have and United Kingdom have one of the best singers in the world. For example, Chris Martin with Coldplay, Sam Smith, and Adele. Other important thing that is pioneer in United Kingdom is the creation of sports. For example, rugby, water polo, and football. And today, the most important and popular sport in the world is football. In the United Kingdom, especially in England, the football is so popular. But why? Because England have one of the best leagues in the world, and this league have one of the best team footballs in the world. For example, Manchester United, Liverpool, or my favorite in England, Arsenal. Okay, now I'm talking to you about the present of the United Kingdom, but what happens with the past? And my teammate explained one of the parts of the cultures of United Kingdom. Thank you.
What do you know about the Romans in Britain? In 55 BC, Julius Caesar, general of the Roman army, decided that it would be good to invade Britain. But this was not possible because the inhabitants of Britain were excellent warriors. In 43 CE, Julius Caesar was appointed emperor of Rome and decided to invade his empire to the British East, bringing 40,000 soldiers. Britain, after being conquered for almost half a century, became part of the Roman Empire. For a good part of 400 years, the Romans occupied this island in a state of peace and tranquility. It was not until 400 CE when the Roman Empire began to suffer attacks. So the emperor honorably declared that Britain had to defend itself. That is why German tribes came to invade Great Britain, controlling much of its territory. What contributed to this Romans' pride? Reading and writing skills are believed to be thanks to Great Britain. Romans introduced Britain to the language and the calendar. The calendar used nowadays in almost every part of the world, not only in Roman Britain, was started by Julius Caesar, the Great Roman Emperor. It is called the solar calendar. This calendar has 365 days a year and 365 days every leap year or every 4 years. The names of all months are taken from the names of Roman gods and rulers. The month July, in fact, is named after Julius Caesar himself.
Well, people talk about the Vikings. When we think about the Vikings, what's come to our mind? I think the Vikings were the strong, tall, and people usually violent and aggressive. But the Vikings were a group of people comes from the Scandinavia countries who attacked and terrorized the northern and east the Europe around the 8th to 11th centuries. Many Vikings uh, trade with Europe, Russia, and Asia. About the forts and many ores like silver, gold, and luxury goods, including with wine, fine textures, and other things. I don't know what. The Vikings were excellent sailors and great warriors, and, but they were said to be cruel and violent toward their animals and enemies. These they were the ships. Their ships were long, around the 50 to 20 meters, and they had the master and textile sails. The most well the most powerful the god was the 1/8. They say Odin.
Thank you for joining us on this issue. This was culture and history. Until next time.